I'll never forget it. There are moments in every angler's life that become etched in memory, as vivid as the sunrise on a still morning. This is one of those stories, a story every angler knows, whether they've lived it themselves or heard it whispered around campfires and bait shops. The sun was just peeking over the cypress trees, painting the water orange and gold, casting long shadows across the glassy surface. The world was quiet except for the gentle lap of water against the hull. And the distant call of a heron. It was the kind of morning that makes you grateful just to be alive, rod in hand, hope in your heart. I was on my favorite lake, a place I'd fished since I was a kid, casting a jig by a submerged stump I'd marked seasons ago. Every angler has that one spot, a place that feels like it holds secrets, where you just know something big is lurking below. I knew a big bass was hiding there. I could almost feel it, the way the air seemed to hum with possibility. My heart beat a little faster with every cast, anticipation building. On my third cast, I felt that unmistakable thump, a freight train on my line. It's a feeling that sends a jolt through your whole body, a surge of adrenaline that makes your hands tighten and your breath catch. I set the hook, my rod bent double, and the fight was on. The water exploded as the fish surged away, testing every inch of my line and every ounce of my resolve. My arms strained, my mind raced, and for a moment, nothing else in the world existed except me and that fish. This was the fish you dream about, the kind you tell stories about for years, the one that makes all the early mornings and long hours worth it. I could see her flash beneath the surface, a true trophy, bigger than any I'd ever hooked. She pulled drag, jumped, shook her head, and made my heart pound like a drum. Every leap sent water flying, and my hopes soaring. The reel screamed as she ran, and I fought to keep her from diving into the timber and breaking me off. I worked her closer, hands shaking, already picturing the photo I'd take, the story I'd tell. My mind raced ahead to the moment I'd lift her from the water, grinning from ear to ear, proof of a perfect day. I reached for my net. She was just a few feet away, gliding just beneath the surface, her sides flashing in the morning light. My heart was in my throat, every nerve on edge. Then, disaster. The line went slack. In an instant, the tension vanished, replaced by a sickening emptiness. My lure came flying back, empty. The fish was gone. The dream shattered in a heartbeat, leaving only the echo of what might have been. Silence. Disbelief. I reeled in and saw the knot had failed. The line was frayed, the knot unraveled, a tiny mistake with massive consequences. I stared at it, unable to believe that something so small could cost me so much. One small mistake cost me the fish of a lifetime. I sat there, head in my hands, replaying every moment, every decision. The water was still, but inside, I was a storm of regret and frustration. Every angler knows that heartbreak. It's a rite of passage, a lesson learned the hard way. We've all been there, so close, only to have it slip away. You do everything right, find the spot, pick the lure, make the cast, fight the fish. You prepare, you practice, you pour your heart into every moment on the water. But sometimes it's the smallest detail that makes all the difference. But if your knot fails, none of it matters. All the skill, all the experience, all the luck in the world can't save you from a weak link. That day, I made a promise. Never again would I lose a trophy to a bad knot. I swore to myself that I'd master every knot, double-check every tie, and never take the basics for granted. The knot is the smallest detail, but the most important. It's the connection between you and the fish, the final link in a chain of preparation and hope. It's your only connection to the fish. When the moment comes, when the big one bites, it's the knot that decides whether you land your dream or tell a story of heartbreak. Don't let it be the weak link. Take the time, learn the right knots, and tie them with care. It's a lesson paid for in lost fish and hard-earned wisdom. Learn the right knot, and you'll never have to tell a story about the one that got away. Instead, you'll have stories of triumph, of fish landed, of memories made. That's where this journey begins, with knowledge, with preparation, with respect for the details that make all the difference. Every great catch starts long before the cast, with the choices you make and the care you take. Let's make sure your next story ends with a fish in the boat, a smile on your face, and a memory you'll never forget. because every angler deserves a story that ends with a catch, not a regret. Let's get started. Here's the truth. Every knot weakens your line. That 10-pound test line, tie a common knot, and you might only get 6 or 7 pounds of real strength. Most anglers use knots that only keep about 60 to 70% of the line's power. That's like using a paperclip to hold a chain together. You spend big on gear, but if your knot is weak, it's all for nothing. The knot is your final link to the fish. Don't settle for a connection that's built to fail. Losing a fish to a bad knot is avoidable. It's time to use a knot you can trust every single time. Let's fix the weakest link in your setup. The answer: the Palomar knot. It's not new or complicated, but it's the pro's choice for one reason: strength. Independent tests show a properly tied Palomar knot keeps 95 to 100% of your line's strength. That means your 10-pound line holds 10 pounds. Its design avoids sharp angles, spreads pressure, and works with all line types: mono, fluoro, and braid. It's easy to tie, even with cold hands, and easy to check. Confidence is everything in fishing. With the Palomar, you know your knot isn't the weak link. Focus on the fish, not your gear. If you're serious about landing big fish, this is the knot you need. It's a true game changer. Here's what you need: your fishing line, a big hook or key ring for practice, and a pair of line cutters. Start with thick mono or even a shoelace to learn the moves. Use a large hook or washer so it's easy to pass the loop through. Don't use tiny hooks at first. Keep it simple. Nail clippers or scissors make a clean cut. Don't use your teeth. Practice in a well-lit spot and go slow. You won't get it perfect the first time, and that's fine. The goal is muscle memory. The more you tie, the better you get. In minutes, you'll have a skill that lands more fish for life. Let's tie it together. Double your line to make a loop. Give yourself 6 to 8 inches. Pass the loop through the hook's eye. Tie a loose overhand knot with the loop, hook hanging below. Make sure the main line and tag aren't twisted. Take the big loop and pass it over the entire hook or lure. The loop should settle above the hook's eye. Moisten the knot with saliva or water. Pull both the main line and tag ends slowly to cinch it tight. The knot should be neat and snug against the eye. Trim the tag end, leaving a small bit. That's it. A perfect, super strong Palomar knot. Practice until it's second nature. Even simple knots have pitfalls. Mistake 1. Not enough line. Always start with at least a foot for a big loop. Mistake 2. Forgetting to pass the loop over the whole hook or lure. Always double check. Mistake 3. Tightening a dry knot. Always moisten before cinching to avoid friction damage. Mistake 4. Messy knots. Guide the wraps with your thumbnail as you tighten for a neat, strong knot. A clean knot is a strong knot. Take your time, check your work. Fix these, and your Palomar will never let you down. Master the basics, and you'll land more fish. Want to make your Palomar even better? For braid, pass the loop through the hook eye twice for extra grip. For fluorocarbon, after tying, pass the tag end back through the eye to keep it streamlined. The Palomar isn't perfect for every lure. Use a loop knot for top waters that need more action. For giant lures, the loop might not fit. Try a uni or San Diego jam knot instead. But for almost every situation, the Palomar is king. Adapt it for your line, and you'll have a bomb-proof connection. Know when to use it and when to switch. That's how you fish like a pro. The right knot for the right job, every time. The Palomar knot has saved me countless times, and honestly, it's become my go-to knot for almost every fishing situation. Whether I'm out on a quiet lake at sunrise or battling rough currents in the open sea, I trust the Palomar to hold strong when it matters most. I'll never forget the day in Florida when I landed a monster snook deep in the mangroves. I was using a 40-pound leader, and the Palomar knot was the only thing standing between me and that fish of a lifetime. The snook thrashed and dove, wrapping around roots and branches, but the knot held firm. That fish made it to the boat, and I owe it all to the Palomar. Then, there was the time on Lake Erie, chasing smallmouth bass. I hooked into a 6-pounder on lightline and my heart was pounding. The Palomar knot gave me the confidence to play the fish patiently, knowing my connection wouldn't fail. Sure enough, I landed that bass, and it's a memory I'll never forget. It's not just about 1 or 2 lucky catches. I've used the Palomar for catfish in the muddy waters of the Mississippi, for redfish in the winding Louisiana marshes, and for walleye out on the vast Great Lakes. No matter the species or the conditions, the story is always the same. The knot holds and the fish comes to hand. The Palomar knot holds every single time. I've put it through the ringer, big fish, heavy cover, sudden runs, and it's never let me down. And it's not just my experience. Talk to any serious angler, and you'll hear similar stories on docks, at tournaments, or just swapping tails after a long day. The Palomar comes up again and again as the knot that delivers when it counts. The confidence this knot gives you is real. When you know your knot is rock solid, you can focus on the fight, on reading the water, and on enjoying the moment instead of worrying about your line snapping at the worst possible time. That peace of mind lets you fish harder and smarter. You can put more pressure on big fish, cast into heavy cover, and take on new challenges, all because you trust your connection. That mental edge is huge. It's the difference between landing your personal best and telling the story of the one that got away. Whether you're casting into a quiet pond, drifting on a river, or braving the open ocean, the Palomar knot delivers. It's versatile, reliable, and easy to tie, making it perfect for anglers of all skill levels. It's the connection you can count on, the link between you and the fish of your dreams. Don't just take my word for it. Give the Palomar knot a try on your next trip. Tie it right, put it to the test, and see for yourself why so many anglers swear by it. Who knows? Your next big catch could be a Palomar story you'll be telling for years to come. Every angler knows the heartbreak of losing a fish. You feel the tug, the adrenaline surges, and then snap. The line goes slack and you're left wondering what went wrong. More often than not, it's the knot that failed. We've all been there, staring at a frayed end, wishing we'd tied it just a little better. Understanding why knots fail is the first step to never feeling that disappointment again. That's where the Palomar knot comes in. It's simple, strong, and trusted by anglers everywhere. The Palomar knot is designed to hold up under pressure, keeping your hook secure even when you're battling the fish of a lifetime. It's not just another knot, it's a solution to one of fishing's oldest problems. You already know what you need, a reliable knot that won't let you down. You've seen how to tie it, step by step, and you understand the importance of each move. But knowing isn't enough. Mastery comes from repetition, from making the process second nature. Avoiding mistakes is all about muscle memory. The more you practice, the less you'll have to think about it when it matters most. So, don't just tie it once, tie it again and again, until your hands know what to do without your eyes watching. Grab some spare line and a hook and set aside a few minutes each day. Practice tying the Palomar knot until you can do it smoothly without hesitation. Make it a habit. Tie the Palomar knot until it becomes automatic, until your fingers can do it in your sleep. This is the key to confidence on the water. Imagine being able to tie your knot perfectly in the dark, with cold hands, or on a boat rocking in the wind. That's the level of skill you want, so you're always ready, no matter the conditions. The next time you're getting ready to fish, whether it's at sunrise or in the middle of a busy afternoon, make the Palomar knot your go-to choice. Use it on every lure, every hook, every time you rig up. The more you use it, the more you'll trust it, and the more you'll notice the difference in your fishing experience. With every cast, you'll feel a new sense of confidence. You'll know your knot is strong, your line is secure, and you're ready for whatever bites. You've eliminated the weakest link in your setup. No more second guessing, no more lost fish because of a bad knot. When you finally hook into that fish you've been dreaming about, the one that tests your skill and your gear, you'll be ready. Your knot will hold, and you'll have the best chance to land your trophy. Fishing is a game of details, and the knot is the most important detail of all. Don't let a simple mistake cost you the catch of a lifetime. Practice the Palomar knot, make it your own, and watch your results improve. So get out there, tie on a Palomar, and make your next fishing story one to remember. The water is waiting, and your next big catch is just a knot away. Go catch 'em.